I'm fully focused, man. Tell Styles to holler at me, man. What's going down, everyone? Welcome back to another special playoff edition of John Ammo's Archives, exclusively here on YouTube. As everybody knows, since my last video, the Philadelphia Eagles have successfully gone on to the divisional round of the playoffs after eliminating the Minnesota Vikings 24-16. So, to quickly recap the game, the Eagles did what they were supposed to do. As you can see, I'm busting out my new Reggie White jersey for the first time. Bring it home in 1992 and 2008 for Jerome. Biggest point of the game is Adrian Peterson was shut down. Yes, he had two first-half touchdowns. Yes, he had a big first-half run, but we contained him to under 100 yards, held him to 85 yards, and he was virtually he disappeared in the second half. As you know, the Minnesota Vikings got shut out the second half. One quick point of concern, I will say, I was a little concerned that the Eagles did not score an offensive touchdown till the first half, or to the second half. As you know, their 16 points in the first half came off of 3 field goals and an Asante Samuel return for a touchdown. Really quickly, shouting out Asante Samuel. This guy is earning every penny of his contract. I can't tell you enough how much of an Asante Samuel fan I am. His 4th return for a touchdown in the playoffs. The guy is just an absolute game changer. And if you recall, last year when we got him, Donovan McNabb said all he wanted was playmakers on either offense or defense. And I definitely think Asante Samuel has stepped up and become the playmaker that we thought he could be. Donovan McNabb, great game. A couple errant throws that was a little concerning, but all in all, a great game. Again, I'm not happy with the amount of field goals that the Eagles are settling for right now. Hopefully that won't come back and haunt us against a team like the G-Men. But I don't like taking field goals for touchdowns, and it seems like more times than not we settle for those field goals, and that's what caused us a lot of these close games this season. But our defense again was fucking phenomenal. Trent Cole, Brian Dawkins. I mean, anyone who tells me Brian Dawkins has lost a step, I don't see it at all. I got into an argument with a couple people at the bar yesterday while the Ravens game was on. Maybe a lot of people who watch this might disagree with me. I think Brian Dawkins is better than Ed Reed. I think Brian Dawkins is better than Ronnie Lott was. I might be a little bit of a homer for saying this. Yes, he doesn't intercept the ball as much. We actually looked up his stats at the bar. He only has like 2 career touchdowns, 2 returns for a touchdown in his career. Not nearly as many interceptions as Ed Reed, but he causes a boatload of fumbles. He every tackle he makes, he tackles the guy 150%, and his leadership is unquestionable. Throughout this team, how important it's been. From the time he was drafted from 1996 to 2008. B-Doc, you are an Eagle for life. You will retire an Eagle. I am in your gratitude. I am in your debt. You should go to the Hall of Fame now. Weapon X, baby. That being said, now we have to look on to our next opponents. I said a couple weeks ago how it was going to run. I got my stats mixed up a little bit. It appears that we will have to go through the Giants first. I'm not saying that's going to be an easy game. I don't know if we can win that game. If you were to ask John Ammo right now about his personal opinion about that game, I would have to say Eagles by a field goal. And, that's just because I'm an Eagle fan and I got to do the right thing. But it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a good game, no doubt about it. Keys to shutting that game or winning that game for the Philadelphia Eagles, obviously all the way, stop Brandon Jacobs. If we could stop Brandon Jacobs, we'll win the football game. And don't beat yourself. One thing about the Philadelphia Eagles is they don't get beat very often. When they lose football games is because the Eagles beat themselves. So one thing that the Eagles have to make sure that they do is they don't beat themselves this season, this playoffs against the Giants. I hope the Arizona Cardinals can upset the Carolina Panthers, because I think I could speak for both Carolina fans and Eagle fans when I say this. both of us would rather play the Arizona Cardinals than the Carolina Panthers. Not that I don't think either game is very winnable for the Philadelphia Eagles. So, once again, I'm looking real forward to this week. You know, we weren't supposed to be here. I'll admit to you that we definitely crept in on the backside. That being said, for a team who was the number 3 defense in the NFL and the number 8 offense in the NFL, you know, I hate to say that right now we're the team to beat because we're not. But if we beat the Giants next week, ladies and gentlemen, the Philadelphia Eagles are definitely, positively the team to beat in the championship. And another point that I was making at the bar yesterday when I was watching this game, Donovan McNabb right now is the best quarterback in the playoffs. So, you know I had to do this before I leave. We've almost been, it's been a little bit over a week now. I hope you Dallas Cowboy fans are getting over it. I hope you're starting to dislodge the shoe that John Amo has placed up your ass. This is John Amo coming to you from the archives. He's still enjoying the 2008 season. He's not talking about winning the Super Bowl next year. And he certainly is New York Giant football focused, baby.